Welcome to Bog Panda. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the new single from Nita Strauss, Alice Cooper's guitarist, featuring a guest vocalist who just happens to be Alice Cooper. Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly at KELLYTHUL on Twitter and Instagram.
I am Dr. Mike at Official Pagan on everything. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit up the merch store. There's great new designs over there. That's all Kelly's doing, and he's absolutely killing it with that. Then, while you're, you know what? Don't even come back. Just keep it on while you're perusing our merchandise. You can listen to the world's shortest podcast, which is Hard No, and you can knock out like 10 or 15 episodes in just a couple of minutes. It's great.
Yep. New one every day. World's shortest podcast. So check it out. And then, in addition, good friend of the show, Rebecca Kennedy, is involved in another project. So we know her and love her from the upcoming film Crust. And we've had her and Sean Whalen on talk about that. And so very excited about that. Go and check those videos out. Super awesome. But she's now going to be involved. They're working to get a film set up called Sweet Molly. And they're doing some more kind of Kickstarter-ish type of stuff for that. If you go to the website, Sweet Molly, MOLLY, Sweet Molly, MOLLY film, FILM, it'll be down below because of my poor diction and explaining things. And we'll also include a link in our description. If you get a chance to go over there and can contribute, we'll help some folks working independently to create some good stuff, to do some more stuff. Rebecca is super awesome, a great friend of the show, and any chance we get to support her, we want to. So let's give her that Bog Panda bump. Go to Sweet Molly Film and contribute what you can to help make this movie. It looks pretty cool. It's going to be kind of a sci-fi meets fundamental Mormonism film. So there's that, so that and somehow she can astral project. And I think Rebecca's the lead in this, and sounds super quirky, interesting, strange, and fun. So give it a chance to take a look if you can.
I mean, you had me at Molly, and then you went and sweetened the pot with fundamental Mormonism.
Right. What more can you ask for? So we checked something out, which is Nita's new single.
Yes, we did.
So she's back with Alice. She had a little hiatus. She was off with Demi Lovato for a little while, but now she's back, which is awesome for the current tour. But
It
she
was a
also,
very short tenure, I guess would be the word, with Demi Lovato, right?
yeah, it felt like it was gonna be longer, but it was
Yeah.
maybe just for the tour, or it may. And if it was a tour, she apparently does very short tours.
Yeah, because it seemed like I know I hadn't thought about this before. We had done a little episode kind of talking about her return to Alice's band, but I was just thinking about this. Like it was only like a few months, right?
Yeah, it was not a huge amount of time. It was a chunk of Alice. There was an Alice tour in there, but there's always an Alice tour going on. It's pretty much
Yeah.
he's a busy guy. But so there was one, at least second half of an Alice tour that Kane Roberts jumped in and did, I thought, a great job. It was interesting. I read an article where he said that he didn't feel it wasn't that he didn't feel welcomed, but he thought he stuck out like a sore thumb with kind of the nature of the rest of the band. Um, I mean, I guess I could see that a little bit, but he's going to stick out like a sore thumb anyway because he's about 40 feet tall and 20 feet wide. He's this huge, muscly guy. And while people like Chuck Garrett are very fit, they're not quite the bodybuilder, Incredible Hulk type thing. And he's a big fella.
So
I
you
mean, that would
wouldn't
be good.
punch Kane in the face, is what you're saying.
I would not punch Kane Roberts in the face, but I've never been close enough to use that as a unit of measurement. But I think I would try to find a different unit of measurement for Kane Roberts.
Hmm.
I'm like, I
I
would
I
like,
I think there might be a video game in there somewhere.
I don't think so. The Kane Roberts one would be that'd be a short. He's a boss. He's going to be a boss at the NFL level. So, but back to Nita. Winner Takes All is the name of the song, and as I mentioned, Alice sings on it. I've listened to it several times. I like it. I think it's good. It's not um I'm not like in love with the song and it's on infinite repeat, but it's pretty solid. And as I listen to it, it to me it's a little bit, I mean, there's a little more shredding guitars in it than the typical Alice sound, but it doesn't, I mean, it would fit on an Alice album for me at least. And so I don't know, what were your thoughts on this song?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of fall in the same place. I like the song, I really do. Is it a favorite of mine? Something I'm going to keep coming back to? Probably not. But yeah, I totally agree. This doesn't really stray too far. Not that that's a bad thing, but it really doesn't stray too far from what you'd expect on an Alice Cooper related project.
It's going to be guitar heavy, and when you and then the lyrics are kind of Alice like lyrics to a degree, so it all kind of fits in there. But it's a good song, and so we're including a link in the video description of this. If you get a chance, check it out. Let us know what you think about it. I think, what I'm particularly encouraged about is still don't know when that album's going to be coming out. Presumably this year. That Alice did the co-writing with the touring band, which would have included Nita at the time. But hearing this, because she was the only one that I just didn't have much of a track record with to know what she might bring to the table from a song perspective, but certainly familiar with Ryan Roxy can do, Tommy Hendrickson and Chuck. So hearing this, I'm like, if she should be a very good addition to whatever they've done. If sure like some more details on that album when it's coming out. But
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's something we're both excited about. And again, not to brag, but I feel like it's safe to say Kelly and I made that happen.
yep, I think that's the story we're going to stick with.
We willed that into existence by talking about how much we really wanted an album with the live band. But I can understand where Kane Roberts would be coming from, because even though he's a veteran to Alice's band, it wasn't this band. It was completely different people, a completely different era of Alice's sound and stage show. So I can get what he's saying, because even though he's worked with Alice in the past, this is kind of like joining a completely different band.
Yeah, and they're a tight unit. It seems, I mean, they've been together quite a long time. And
Yeah, this core band, I think, was together longer than the band that Kane Roberts was in, correct?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, and particularly, Roxy and Ryan Roxy and Chuck Garrick have been super long. And then Tommy Henderson has been a presence for a long time and doing all sorts of things outside of guitar, some engineering. And he typically is the one that has, when they're saying, oh, we got three guitarists here, they're all really good, how do we divvy up the goodies and kind of make it play out and still have the album sound what you want it to sound like Alice. So he does a good job with that. Excellent. Good. Well, we just wanted to let folks know, if you haven't heard it, check it out. Let us know what you think. And thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody.
Bog Panda.